Hello, spiritual seekers. It's me, Linda Crea, with Embrace Your Spiritual Side Facebook group and Linda Crea, CREA.com. And today, I just put on some yummy oils, and it's so slimy. I like it. So anyway, today I'm coming to you about shelter in place. So there's a big storm going on in the Carolinas in America, and Hurricane Florence. 2018. And so I heard shelter in place, and I'm like, wow, that brings back a lot of memories for me, as I was sheltering in place for years, probably 3 years. So I went through a storm in my life, as many of you have or are now, and it leads me to several points, and I wanted to share some personal stories and how you might be somewhere sheltering in place right now. And it's so neat to see when you're outside of it, how you were sheltering in place. So for me, I went through a hell of a divorce, and it was really hideous. And I was a very active real estate broker before that. My face was on signs all over. People recognized me from magazines because my face was on the articles, the for sale ads. And I paid for them to be there. I paid lots of money, tens of thousands, to be in those ads through the years. So it's not like I was famous because I was famous, okay? So anyway, so now I had a horrible divorce, and so I wanted out of that marriage after 11 years of counseling and an 18-year marriage. And soon after that hideous nightmare, screaming, and all that trauma, I decided to let go of my company too. To all the agents had to go to other places, and I just didn't want to do it anymore, okay? So I got free of every single person except for my kids, and I found and I just didn't want anyone to know anything about me anymore. I needed time. I needed to hide out. I needed to hide out. I seriously did. And in fact, I manifested a boyfriend that lived in another state. So he didn't know anything about me, and there could be no local chatter and all that. So I'm sure I manifested a boyfriend for 7 years that was out of state. So I had a place to go to also shelter in place, be in my little cave, my little box outside of the reality that I knew. All right? So I went to spiritual churches during that time of my healing. Okay, I met with healers and actual hands-on healing as what I do now, okay, and it made me feel better as I was sheltering in place, trying to clear through the clutter of who I was, okay, and I purposefully became a realtor. I purposefully married that man. I purposefully did all those things, and then they didn't serve me anymore. I needed to unwrap from all of it, and shelter in place felt really good. Okay, so I went to a spiritual church, and they told me, bringing me messages from Spirit, and they said, they telling me you are in a box. You put yourself in a box. And I said, yeah, I have. And you've been there about 3 years, and I'm like, yeah, I have. And at that point, I knew I was coming out of the box. All right, so I was feeling better. And today, maybe 5 years since I've been out of the box, I'm getting loud with, and more outreach with feeling good and being in that place. So, but I want to share with you that I had sheltered in place. And right now, I'm the girl on the box. So I'm on the corner of the box, okay? And I'm the one sitting up on the box, and her legs are dangling off the corner of the box, happy as a little clam, okay? So I'm allowed to be 100% authentic who I am. If you ever travel to my regular Facebook group, you'll see all my silly nonsense, because I'm now out of the box. I'm allowed to be me, completely 100% me, and it feels really, really good. In fact, what did I just post? Oh, so I'm dying to find a picture of me when I was about 8, and I had I'm a lender's head bagel. I'm a lender's head bagel, and I had this bagel on this t-shirt, and I had like 5 different ponytails coming out of my head. That's the real me. So that 8-year-old, that 9-year-old, I'm back there. Okay, so I'm just letting you know, if you're watching this video and and you're watching it, you're probably in the box. So you've had your trial, all right? You've had it already. And now you're seeking for the way out, all right? So you're coming for upliftment and all that. You don't want to stay in that sad space anymore. So that's why on my site and my teachings, they're all positive and uplifting, okay? So I acknowledge that you all have had a trial or are physically ill and trying to get out of that and free of that and feel better. So that's why I don't dwell on depression and negative. I recognize it's there, oh boy. But in my site, okay, my site is designed to only give upliftment, to only do law of attraction. Where your mind goes, you go. Okay, like I said, I manifested that guy from another state because my mind said, I don't want any of these local people. They all know my business. They all know me. I don't want any chatter about my love life, after my hellacious that and my professional career. So Lord, did give me what I was asking for, just to get away, to get something new, very fresh and new. So remember that on your journey. But as you're sheltering in place, enjoy the peace and the serenity of that space that you're in, that you created for yourself. It's safe in there, all right? And know that if you're watching me, you are grasping for the better feeling place outside of that box. So when you get outside of that box, you'll know it. And it feels really, really good to be outside of that storm, because we all go through storms. Louisiana, the Carolinas are having a heck of a day, all right, today. And they will get through that storm, all right, with the help and the compassion and of others and the outreach of others, financial support, whatever they need, emotional support. They'll bring in their emotional support dogs, I'm sure. And I'm sending healing energy and positive upliftment for each and every one of them as well, all right, as we're co-creating our lives together. So shelter in place, but if you're watching this, you are on your way to get out of that box and get on top of it, and like me, dangle your feet off, be free to be who you are, and and enjoy your lives. And so if you need help, definitely reach out to me, Linda Crea, CREA.com. The spiritual energy healings that I do, like Reiki, really help open your chakras and give you a sense of clarity. Before maybe everything else is worked out in your life, it'll make your body feel better because your chakras won't be all locked and stagnant. So do reach out for help. Watch videos from me and everyone. Uplifting stuff. Stay in the uplifted state of mind. All right? When you're in your box, feel into how you really feel, but use your law of attraction. Attract into your life what you most want. Picture what you want, and that's your better feeling place, all right? So blessings to you. God bless you. Shelter in place as long as you need, but know, if you're watching this, you're on the uptick. All right, God bless. Namaste. I honor the God in you.